something to post up. I don't know if that's on Wi-Fi. I'm going to sit down in a second, but my legs hurt because I've been training. So I'm in. Hello. Palm trees. Literally like one of my favorite things to see. The amount of wildlife around here is ridiculous. I mean, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. Mm. Can't even sit up. Now I'm gonna have peanuts and raisins and chocolate all in my teeth. If you have to ask that question, you probably shouldn't be here. These shorts are too big. Ugh. I want to see if I can sit down on the ground. Pants on the ground, pants on the ground. I should have brought more snacks. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? My hair is like a mess from the ocean. It's got salt water in it. I did a cold plunge after I started working out. My bangs are getting on my nerves this afternoon. Blowing in the wind. Like dust in the wind. I wish that you could get Wi-Fi in the backside of the building, but you can't. Every time I go back there, it doesn't work. And this is horrible lighting. Like, I look so pretty right now, and the lighting is like not doing me justice. Like, I literally just went and did my makeup, redid it. I went and washed my face and got ready. We're gonna talk in a minute. I got people in my mouth. You want a snack? Y'all know I got the snack. I went and I did 20 minutes of yoga on the beach to like stretch, and then I did like a football field of lunges back and forth. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done those. My quads were killing me. It was good. It's been okay. I didn't get the job that I wanted, but it's okay. That's every day. That's every day. I'm really upset that this lighting is not doing me justice. Or is it my hair? Yo, it's wild from the ocean. It's got salt water and moose in it. Whatever. It ain't gonna kill me. It ain't gonna kill me. Can y'all hear me? Used to rejection, absolutely. What did I just ask? Can you hear me? beef, the meats. Sorry, I'm trying to sound like Arby's. Y'all can hear me. Okay, good. Perfect. I want to be quiet. We're going to try not to disturb the peace because y'all know I'm an expert at doing that. Let's see here. I got chewy stuff in my teeth. I'm waiting for more people to get in here. Absolutely. Y'all. Oh, there was another one in there. I'm not eating them. I just got them out of my teeth. So most of the stuff that we're going to be talking about today is going to come from actual studies that were done. There was actually 13 different studies, 13 different meat studies over the years that showed that people who eat higher levels of beef don't suffer from depression and anxiety. And they had lower, and actually they did a study in women that was crazy. It was in Australian women. Women who ate beef were less likely to form anxiety, depression, rougher menstrual cramps, but also the women that didn't eat red meat, they were twice as depressed as the other women, severe anxiety, suffering from mental health issues. So, first of all, I just want to go into what beef is and how great it is for you. For those that don't know, I started eating a lot of beef this week and I've felt amazing. So, 13 different studies found that consumption was associated with lower levels of depression and anxiety. The same 13 studies showed that red meat eaters had higher self esteem, more positive mental health, and they had meaning in their lives. So, there's this thing called carnite. Isn't that right? Carnitine. It's what this is. It's in red meat, and it carries energy to the mitochondria, which is cell in the body that produces energy. It's found in specifically beef. So eating this helps your body produce energy. Um, the minerals in beef help carry certain the carnitine moves energy to the mitochondria, giving you energy. This is where fats transform, the good fats transform into energy. This is steak, the fats from the steak are going to transform into good energy and help you produce more energy. It also helps muscle development, tissue development. It helps your body heal. Like if you have an injury from like a sports injury or something like that, it'll help your body heal. Y'all, the amount of aminos, I did not know. This is why it made me feel better because of the aminos. It has 9 essential aminos in it. Um, Amino acids. These are imperative. It also helps women. They did a study. The vitamin A in steak, red meat, it actually helps women with their sex drive. It balances their hormones and it regulates their cycles. Phosphorus. So it has 1.5 more iron times more iron than eggs. It has 2.2 more magnesium than eggs, 3.7 more zinc, vitamin B13, and it has all your aminos, like I said. 4 times the vitamin B6. I just want you to pay attention to what these vitamins are. If you don't know, let me tell you. B vitamins are for your energy. Double the vitamin B1, 4 times the vitamin B6, double the vitamin B12, 4 times the vitamin K, and 5 times the omegas than eggs. So, steak is actually one of the best things that you can probably eat to feel more energy, feel focused, to have clarity, mental clarity. It's so crazy because we're going to get into why this veganism came about in a minute, why vegetables have been put on the front line for kids in school. We're going to jump in it because there's an economic reason, of course. So also, not having proper amounts of vitamin B12, it will make you actually age faster. So consuming steak actually is an anti-aging. It has anti-aging properties, the steak itself, which was really interesting to me because if you look at specific people that eat a clean diet and eat a healthy diet, their skin also looks very glowing and just healthier. It really does. If you look at people who have been in the bodybuilding industry for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, their skin looks amazing. And it's coming from the high red meat consumption. So other things that red meat helps with is hair, nails, skin, anti-aging. These are healthy fats. Red meat is not bad for you. The war on red meat started, we're going to jump into that in a second. So beef actually can help with stress. It also helps with inflammation, nitric oxide, hypertension. There was a 20% reduction in all mortality in heart failure patients. So if you are already having cardiovascular issues and you're not eating steak, maybe try steak. Maybe try steak because it had a 27% reduction in all mortality in heart failure patients. So these were patients that were having heart issues. Let's see, type 2 diabetes, it'll promote weight loss. It'll help you with weight loss, consume the red beef. Strengthens the immune system, reduces chronic diseases. It increases your longevity, just your life in general. We know that red meat consumption leads to longer life. And once again, the anti-aging benefits is just enough for me. There's a significant link between red meat intake and mental health in women. Significant. So let me actually jump into that. Let me go to the it was crazy. These studies they did, it showed that women who did not eat red meat suffered from severe anxiety, depression. It's crazy. We're going to get into how this goes back to early childhood development in a second. But, you know, veganism is like on the forefront of society right now. Children's lunches are being changed to vegan meals. I just want to state that women, women with the highest consumption of red meat, I'm sorry, women with the low, hold on. Okay, so women with the less consumption of red meat had a higher risk of depression compared with those with the highest consumption. There was significant positive association between red meat intake and anxiety in women. I'm looking for the study that they did in Australia. I'm getting to where I don't trust any of the studies out of it anymore. Um, and then you got Google and Wikipedia that lie. So I've been the studies that I got today were from Australia and Kenya. And the reason that it came from Kenya is because they have a high consumption of meat there and they're very healthy. Not only that, their teeth grow in perfect. Mental health, I'm sorry. Y'all, beach is so nice today. Here it is. So, red meat consumption and anxiety disorders. Pretty much eating red meat helps with mental clarity, prevents depression and fatigue, adds energy. It's just that good for you. I wish that I would have done this. I would have been eating this for a lot more. So it says, in a study, we report that women habitually consuming less than the recommended intake of red meat were more likely to have a diagnosed depressive or anxiety disorder than those consuming the recommended amount. Hold on. Less. Okay, so they were consuming less than the recommended amount. That's a problem. I think diet is really important to mental health. I mean, it is, obviously, but maybe that's why I can't ever remember anything, because I'm not getting my aminos and my healthy fats and all of the good stuff, you know? These studies are backed by world's top nutritionalists and dietitians. I just want to be clear. Um, let's just jump into it. So, if it's good for us, it's also good for early childhood development. Matter of fact, it's imperative for early childhood development. So the National Library of Medicine is where I'm pulling this from. And it says protein, iron, zinc, and choline, I can't say it, affect early brain development and are found in beef. Skimming through. So it says the dietary guidelines for Americans now include recommendations for children from birth to 2 years of age and highlight the importance of early nutritional needs. A diet composed exclusively of human milk is adequate for most infants during the first 6 months of life. Breastfeeding benefits infants by reducing the risk of infections, blah, 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 blah. Where is this? Okay. Protein, iron, zinc, choline are all nutrients that affect our development. And that is basically what beef is. I mean, amongst other, 20 other amazing amino acids and fats that I just read off. It says these nutrients, along with vitamin D and potassium, were noted as nutrients of concern and under consumption among infants 6 to 11 months. Iron and zinc deficiency are common in growing children. What's that? Study observation. All right. Anyways, I can't. Okay, here it is. So, a study of Kenyan children consuming just 2 ounces of beef over a 2-year period showed dramatic improvements in cognitive development, muscle strength, test scores, social skills, and more. So schools started going vegan approximately 10 years ago under the Obama administration. And matter of fact, I was able to pull up some old clips of him at a seminar where he spoke. And he says, May 15th of 2017, he spoke at a food summit. And it says, he said there's an undeniable connection between animal agriculture and climate change. He spoke saying, reduce your meat consumption and find more efficient means to protein. He told people that reducing their meat intake was healthier and will improve their health. This is when it started. So, they say that it's a war on climate change, but is it? I don't think that it is. I think it's attack on the American people. I think that they're trying to poison us from the inside out. Absolutely. And there's science to back that, and I'm not the only one that feels that way. So the world's top dietitians and nutritionists actually speak out against veganism for children. They do not get the sufficient vitamins, minerals, proteins, fats, all of that they need in their diet when they're eating vegetables. The fact is that we are carnivores. We have a food triangle that is being ignored right now for trees and plants. Like, we've done things for a certain way for a long time. And I just want to say that, once again, this was the Obama administration that started vegan lunches, the war on climate change, all of this. So let's see right now. So beef is truly a superfood, offering 10 essential nutrients with every serving. Beef is rich in iron to help our bodies use oxygen, choline to support the nervous system development, protein to help preserve and build muscle. And it says selenium to protect cells from damage, zinc to maintain a healthy immune system, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, and actually it's vitamin B12, vitamin B13, vitamin B1, vitamin B6, and vitamin B6 is 4 times the amount of eggs. So it's amazing how much good stuff is in a steak. I had no clue. But this is why bodybuilders eat it and use it, you know? So I think that the biggest thing for me sitting actually eating a steak, it just brought me like mental clarity, and I could actually think and focus. So, you know, that's enough for me to be like, whoa, wait a minute. Where did this energy come from? I have this clarity and this focus. So, some of the world's top nutritionists and dietitians agree that children on meat-free diets, they suffered from impaired growth because that they're not getting essential vitamins that you can only get from beef. Their early childhood development can be delayed. And actually, the study in Kenya proved this. I talked a little bit about this morning. They actually, let's see if I set this up here. There we go. They did a study in Kenya with school-age children, and they gave half of the children beef stew, and they gave the other half vegetable stew. And the children that got the beef actually scored off the charts, way higher than the children that just got vegetables. But not only that, after a 2-year period of time, they were actually scoring higher on IQ tests, intellect test, and it's a test called the Ravens test, the Ravens progressive metrics. So this is a cognitive growth test, you know, and these children were scoring way higher than the children that just had vegetables. Now, I am going off of this study in Kenya because that study is not bought and paid for, you know? You know? Let's see. So there was 544, an average age of 7 years old, whose diet consisted largely on cornstarch and bean staples. Over a period of 2 years, one group of kids were given supplement ounces of two ounces of meat, supplemental. And actually, they did this with milk as well. And the kids that received the milk scored higher than the kids that did not receive milk. So, you know, it's like the war on beef and milk and dairy, and I'm looking at all the different options for almond and oat and all of that now. So it said adding either meat or milk to their diets almost completely eliminated the very high rates of vitamin B deficiency previously seen in children. Um, mm. So it may be popular rhetoric to folk. Y'all, I'm sorry. I need to hit this. Look at my view. It's pretty. So it may be popular rhetoric to focus on plant-based diets. How it's hard to ignore and deny the facts. Beef is rich in nutrients that fuel active minds, active bodies. To eliminate meat from the diet of young children is completely dangerous and goes against overwhelming evidence that proves the efficiency of animal fats and protein in the diet. And something that I found interesting, I just like ran across something that was comical. So all of these vegan schools where there's like all these vegetables running around, 81% of parents of vegan kids said that they're mad that their children does not have options at school for vegan meals. And I just want to clarify again that meat is absolutely needed for proper childhood development. It is essential to their diet. So, one of the reasons, in my opinion, that they've done this, I found an article when this kind of started in New York. They started doing like meatless Mondays, meatless Fridays for kids. It was, y'all, Elon, please give me some Starlink. I'll pay you back later when I make some money. I need a front. And I pay the bill every month. I just need a front. Like, seriously, meatless Mondays. It says, so the mayor actually said that they were going to be, quote, cutting back on meat a little while to improve New Yorkers' health and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. You guys, they started doing this as an attack on climate change. Do you see what I'm saying? They were saying, like I read you from the Obama, from him, he said this that we have to stop over consuming meat because it'll help climate change. They're trying to say that the cows are killing the earth, that the cows are killing the ozone layer, you know, and make no doubt that they did the same thing with cars. They're saying that, you know, the emission from gas and cars are causing whole, you know, it's making the ozone melt away or whatever. Listen, this is about money. They wanted to go EV. They've done it in California. It's about money. Make no mistake, they're making money off of this. But also with the meatless Mondays, that's money. Do you know how much cheaper it is to buy vegan options than it is to buy meat for children? And these school lunches are not, they're not nutritious anyway. These school lunches are highly processed. They are full of sugar. They are full of bad fats, trans fats, stuff like that. So I just find it interesting that the mayor, when was this written? 2019. So, uh, yeah, yeah. So, going back to early childhood development, I forgot I had found this. This is research shows that veganism is, sorry, it's just to read this stuff. Research shows that veganism is intimately associated with nutritional deficiencies. A vegan diet negatively affects the child's developing brain, whether child or late adolescent. In Italy, after a number of babies raised on vegan diets required hospitalization for malnourishment, lawmakers made it a crime to feed children under 16 a vegan diet. Obviously inspired by developments in Italy, Belgian officials also made it illegal to force a vegan diet down a child's throat. And when I say the world's top nutritionists and dietitians, I'm not talking about any in America. Those are bought and paid for. Children raised on vegan diets suffer terribly. Worryingly, some reports suggest that many as 1 in 12 British parents are now raising their children vegan. If you happen to be one of those parents, please stop. We are all the descendants of avid meat eaters. In the words of Dr. James O'Keefe, when considering your health and the health of your child, you need to keep in mind the diet for which we have been adapted to. Genetically, animal-based foods have been an important part of the human diet for at least 3 million years. Eliminating all animal foods would be like deciding you're going to feed your tiger tofu. That's another thing. Soy-based products, tofu, they are not good for you. Those are highly processed, man-made. Yeah, they're not good for you. And that was another thing that I read. It said that you shouldn't be giving your children sweets. If you're going to do it, it should be like a once a week to a once a month thing. I didn't know any of this, y'all. All of this stuff that we eat, Snickers, Doritos, soda, all of that stuff is horrible for you. Horrible. It's literally the quickest way to die. Other than just stepping in front of a train, of course. But, it's horrible. And, there is study after study after study to back that the American diet is It's not sufficient for children at all, actually. Um, it said kids need one second. So the world's top dietitians and nutritionists have warned that this eco-conscious change to meat-free meals in school is not healthy for children. Kids need high-quality protein, healthy fats, and a variety of vegetables and fruit. Sweets once a week to once a month, and that's literally a sliver of cake or a scoop of ice cream. Like, this is what they don't teach in school. So it says vegan meat alternatives are actually not good for kids, nor is anything processed. Nothing. And most of the school lunches are ultra processed. What they do is it'll be a slice of pizza, some French fries, some applesauce. Kids are supposed to be getting 5 a day, 5 fruits and vegetables a day. 5. You got to stick to the 5. Whoa, I missed this. Veganism is intimately associated with osteoporosis and bone fractures. Gee, I wonder why, because you're not getting that vitamin D. You're not getting all the calcium and potassium and magnesium and B vitamins. So these vitamins, B vitamins, actually play a key role in cognitive functioning, your brain, mental focus. That is why when I ate that steak like a caveman, I could think. That's crazy. I can't remember anything ever. Hey, Laura, Tony, Frankie. Oh, sorry I missed you. Sorry, I've been running my mouth. Let's see here. Y'all, those test scores are crazy. So, in my opinion, this is why mental health is getting worse. The diet that we are eating, it's absolutely. I ate a biscuit for breakfast and felt like shit. And there are people out here that eat fast food 6 times a day. So don't tell me that there's no correlation when the science backs it. The science shows that people are eating less and less of a natural, normal, we are carnivore diet. And I'm not saying all beef, but what I am saying is that let's see what they recommend for women and men. We'll look up men too. How much should you eat? How much is healthy to eat? And another thing, it helps with all of those health problems. And I want to also read you positive, life changing stories. I want to read like 2 of those because y'all, if you go to any like carnivore site or whatever, there is tons and tons of people talking about how their life changed, how their diabetes got healed, how their osteoporosis was fixed, how this got fixed, how that got fixed, how they could sleep better, how they could think better. It's just crazy that our government would start a war on climate change, take meat out of children's schools, which we know makes them stupider. And I'm not trying to be funny. They get dumber when they don't have meat because it's an imperative part of early childhood development. So it's not a coincidence that they're doing this. They're trying to make society dumber. Absolutely. Why? To control the population. Absolutely. You know? I mean, they're literally poisoning our foods. Do you know that the FDA shouldn't approve half of the stuff that they approve for us to eat and consume? They outlaw it in other countries. It's not a coincidence. It's by design, in my opinion. And it has been since the Obama administration. That's when it started. That is when you really see this issue with, admissions from cows. Like, cut me a break. Cut me a break. So crazy. So it says women should limit their red meat consumption to 18 ounces or less a week. That's a pound. You could eat like a 2-pound steak, you know what I mean, every day, and you'd still be fine, and you're gonna feel amazing. So it says you can have, and that's for women, but it says 18 ounces or fewer. And you could do like 9 ounces twice a week or 3 ounces 6 times a week. So you want to choose lean, unprocessed cuts of meat such as round loin or sirloin. And y'all, I've been eating ribeye and everything. I don't even care. I don't even know what I ate the first night, but it was so good. Avoid processed meats. I mean, obviously, if you don't know that, let me tell you. It's literally some of the worst things you can put in your body is processed meats, hot dogs, sausage. I know it's good, y'all. I love it too. I'm from the South. We invented sausage, I think. you know? So I get it. I love it too. But in small doses, instead of having a fourth a pound for breakfast, eat one patty. Don't eat five. So it's just like underconsume the bad stuff as much as possible, in my opinion. I had tuna for lunch with Triscuits. It's crazy that they would do that, but it's nice out here. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so I'm just kind of like chilling out until, it starts to rain. Tomorrow I'm going to be in a different area. I'm excited. It's not far. It's like just a few hours, but yeah. So children can actually suffer from a protein deficiency. Children that don't eat enough meat can have issues like fatigue, poor concentration, and actually slowed growth. So then there's that. You can stunt their growth by not giving them the proper protein, healthy fats, the 9 essential amino acids in beef. So they're called essentials because, you know, uh, let's see here. I love how this is how Google lies. Listen to this. Children who don't get enough protein may experience health issues like fatigue, poor concentration, and slow growth. However, a study found that vegetarian children were generally as healthy as their peers. Now, we know that that is a lie. So, that study in Kenya, we are going to trust that over Google. Eggs, peanut butter, tofu, beans, lentil, nuts, seeds, and soy-based meat substitutes. Those are all protein sources for vegan children. But they're not giving them the vitamin B1, vitamin B12, vitamin B13, vitamin B6. All of those are essential. And you're not going to find those in nuts and seeds. I just find it funny that those kids' parents that said they were mad that their kids didn't have enough vegan options at school. Like, how about not raise a picky kid? Because you want to be on the cool trend. Like, I wish I could go fishing. I've been seeing everybody fishing. Oh, that's another thing. Red beef and cancer. Let's talk about that. And what do they consider high levels of beef? Because it says an international association for research on cancer considers red meat a probable carcinogen. How many of y'all papaws live to 100 eating beef every weekend? My papa used to sit down and eat a darn T-bone for breakfast, and he lived to like 100 and something. No health problems. Mama too. Mama too. They was strictly dairy and beef and veggies. I don't know about that. And neither way, both of them healthy as hell. I mean, skinny and healthy. Believe 10% of what you read on Google. You have to read through the the propaganda, y'all. Now, it can be associated with colon cancer and rectum cancer, and it says high levels, though. What is high levels? It doesn't tell me. Heart condition. I'm sorry. Yeah, that B12 is imperative, man. I feel so much better after that steak. And speaking of which, I'm about to go cook me something because I'm starving. It's crazy. Hold on. I have no doubt that the climate's changing. I've told you guys that I think that absolutely I notice a difference just from when I was a child. I mean, the summers are getting hotter, the winters are not as cold. It doesn't even snow in North Carolina anymore. And there's no denying that the climate is getting hotter. Um, but I do not believe that it's coming from cows. I just think that it's crazy that it's almost like they can just come up with a theory, say it in the press, go give lectures on it, and start a whole new trend. And that's exactly what happened with veganism. Now, veganism has actually been around for quite a while. I think since, let me look, over 2,000 years. And it was coined in 1944 by Donald Watson. However, once again, we didn't start hearing about this until 2014. That's the first time that it was mentioned. And then in 2017 and 16, the Obamas were given seminars on it. So, and they were the first ones to bring it up in 2014 as well. So it spread like wildfire just by them dipping their feet in it and saying, hey, we're open to this. This would be great for kids. You should do this. We need to come up with something, they were into climate things. So, and that's when schools started taking meat out of the diets and giving kids vegan options. Now, it's one thing if these kids are in high school and they want that. But when we're talking about early childhood development, it is imperative that they get the nutrition that they need in that meal at school. I just feel like it's really sad that parents would do that to their children. But you'll go give them the vaccine. Okay. Whatever. So I want to look at the adult. So it says studies have shown that eating red meat is linked to improved mood and mental health. Red meat and poultry can improve the mood of younger adults. And studies found that meat consumers had high self-esteem, positive mental health, and the meaning of life that meat abstainers did not. So it supports the animal's fats and proteins are needed for brain function, mental clarity, and overall wellness. Mental health is an increasing problem in America today that is devastating families and destroying communities in rural towns and urban cities alike. Yeah, it's probably because of their diet. Hmm. Victoria, Australia is where it came out of the Deakin University. Confirms that people who avoid red meat increase risk of clinical depression. Avoiding red meat, you are at increased risk of clinical depression. Now, that was conducted on a population of women. Whoa. When we look at the women consuming less than the recommended amount of red meat in our study, we found that they were twice as likely to have diagnosed depressive or anxiety disorder. Twice as likely. Yo, I'm about to go buy me a steak right now. Seriously. That's wild. Twice as likely. Interestingly, there was no relationship between other forms of protein, such as chicken, pork, fish, or plant-based proteins, and mental health. So it's just, like beef is like a super food. Like it's literally the best thing that you could probably eat. Hmm. Y'all, I'm so glad I found out about this. Like maybe I was like, seriously, I know I take vitamins and stuff, but maybe I was deficient in some of the vitamins that in oh, absolutely my aminos. Absolutely my aminos. Uh I don't get enough of those at all. My macronutrients or whatever, but I'm getting it in steak, so I've already noticed a difference in my skin. My skin looks better. Not in this angle. This lightness. Trash. Sorry. That's why I need a videographer. Anybody want to come and van life with me and be my videographer on the road? No, you can't live with me. You got to have your own van. But if you got a van and a camera, you know? All right. Y'all, I'm about to go eat. I think it's about to rain. I'm sorry I was late. Olive oil. Oh, that's another thing that I've been eating. Um, what is it? No, we got the extra virgin olive oil, and I've been using that on steaks. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's why I didn't have the mental clarity that I've had recently. My memory suffers really bad, and I've actually been able to remember things a lot better now. And I just wanted to tell y'all that I read something that I had to read y'all. All my AirPods died. What did it say? It said, eat food as your medicine, or you're gonna be on medicine. You have to eat food to heal yourself from the inside out. Um, Healthy fats, avocados, steak, chicken. Yeah, low carb, high fiber. Well, it depends on what you want to do. If you want to gain weight, then, things are different. But I just want to stay healthy and positive, and I'm glad that I started eating healthier 2 years ago and lost all the weight. And then I'm really happy where I'm at on my fitness journey right now. Like, I've been killing it this week. I went out to the beach and trained for like 45 minutes this afternoon. I didn't take a weight or anything, but I did lunges, like a football field and probably a half. It's probably a football field and a half of lunges back and forth. Y'all, my quads were killing me. I was about to die. I also did a lot of back walking. You walk backwards up a hill, and that stretches your hamstrings and all of that. So I did that. I did yoga for 20 minutes. I'm glad that I stretched because I actually feel so much better after I duh, right? I know. It's okay. All right, let's go throw this away. Okay. Oh, I'm sore. Oh, oh. It's just crazy that they can just say whatever. Oh, this is not healthy. Like, red beef is bad for you. Yeah, it can be if you're consuming all the fatty parts and if you're consuming all the bad stuff. Absolutely. Oh, I left a cat. But if you're having, a healthy diet, that is a healthy diet. We are supposed to eat dairy, beef, chicken, poultry. You're supposed to have meat and vegetables with every meal. I will say that I think that breakfast is a scam. I don't think that you necessarily need it, but I do think that children do. If you're trying to lose weight, try a little bit of caffeine in the mornings instead of breakfast. That'll suppress your appetite, and then maybe have like a brunch at 10:30, 11 instead of pigging out with grits, eggs, bacon, everything first thing. I don't want to forget this. This has been one of my favorite places I've came. I would put this on my top 5 list, absolutely. White sandy beaches, clear water, almost. Something's in my eye. Sorry. I cut my hand open yesterday cleaning out the car, and I hit that thing on the beach today. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's bleeding. I come back to the car. I don't have any small band-aids. I need to go to like the Dollar Tree and get one of them little small band-aid kit that has the tiny band-aids in it. This lighting is not doing me justice. I also went in the ocean, so I've got salt water all over me. These trees are amazing. God, something's in my eye. I'm about to get out of here. Go get me something to eat, cook it, and I've got a little bit of a drive. God, I can't see. Something's in my eye. I gotta close it till I get back to the car. Seriously. Damn it. What the hell? Oh. See how good my makeup looks? You can't even see it. Like, I don't, y'all. Oh my God, something's in my eye. I keep thinking I got it out, and then I turn my face, and it's not. Damn it. Ah, I'm struggling so bad. Why does... Why did I put makeup back on? Oh my god. Y'all can ride to the grocery store with me. Oh, my earphones died. I think I'm about to start my period and I'm going crazy. Seriously. Where is my headphone case all of a sudden? God. There's some air. I don't know where the hell they went. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you. I don't know what I'm going to cook, but... I can't even charge my phone, you guys. What is wrong with me? I think it's because I'm hungry. I got hungry right when I sat down with y'all, and all of a sudden I'm about to have a meltdown. Every time, I'm telling you, your diet is so important. Let's go get me some food before I go crazy. And then I'm going to take a shower. I feel sunburnt. I feel like I've been out here all day. It's hot. Oh, God, my hair is a mess. It looks like my mama's hair. Why is my AC not working? Oh, I think my Bluetooth's connected. That's why. The air won't come out when... Ground beef. That's a good idea. Let's make tacos. Great idea. I don't know how many I can eat. It kind of sucks to buy that much and waste it. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet ain't got no rhythm. No, you're not a fool. Should've known better than That's another thing that I want to do. I was thinking today, I was like, I want to play the guitar. I do. I was looking at lessons online. You can like learn online by yourself for free. You just got to learn how to... Well, see, here's the thing. I can play the piano a little bit, and I play by ear. I don't know how to read music. My mom tried to teach me, and I wouldn't pick it up. She had a piano in her house, and she had this little stool that you could open the top and see all these music. It'd be like hymns and stuff. And she tried to teach me, but I just went and sat down and focused, you know? Like, I had ADHD, and, you know, yeah. So, anyways, but... What? Oh my God, I got makeup on my stomach. How did that even happen? It's like... Oh, it's when I was putting my makeup on. I've got seashells all over me. I definitely got a tan while I was down here. I'm crispy a little bit. I mean, not bad, but I got some color back to me, which I needed, because when I got out of jail, I looked like I'd been in there for about 6 months. It looked like I'd been in there for a bid. You know what I mean? I wish I knew where my AirPod case was. I hope I haven't lost that too. What is wrong with me? Oh, that's right. I'm starving. Damn, this dress. I got in the ocean with this dress on. It's done dried already. I set it like next to this fan. Here, I'll show you. I draped it over my water bottles
And it's already dried. All right. Well, oh, I was about to go up in here and get me something to eat. I'm gonna let my phone charge. I hope y'all have a good afternoon. I might cook on live if I get something worth cooking. I don't know yet. We'll see. Y'all be safe. Thanks for coming to Talk It Too. Eat your beef. It's imperative for cognitive, for your brain to work properly. I just find it interesting that this coincides with, you know, climate change and veganism, and it's, in my opinion, it's by design. Yep, I think that the Democratic Party, the swamp, wants to make children dumber to control them in the future. That's just my opinion. But, you know, what do I know? I love you guys. Pray for me because God knows I need it, and I'm praying for you guys. Bye.